Madam Toastmaster and fellow Toastmasters, good evening.
Good evening.
On October 30th, 1980, a precious gem was born. She was named Adisha. That's me. My name is Adisha Celestine, and I'm an electrical engineer. I have learned to accept the fact that I am a rare commodity. Not only am I an electrical engineer, I'm a female electrical engineer. I'm a black female electrical engineer. There are not many of us around. My story of how I became an engineer is not traditional. When I was asked as a child, what did I want to be when I grew up, I always said, I don't know. Because the truth is, I didn't know. The only thing I knew is that I didn't like to cook and I didn't like to clean. So whatever I became, I had to have a chef and because I like to eat, and I had to have a house cleaner. The only way I could afford those things is if I had money. And the only way I could have money is through education. It was made clear to me by my parents from a young age that education is important. That education is the only thing that people cannot take away from you. I was truly blessed because I had a natural ability for academics, particularly in the areas of math and science. By my senior year in high school, still having no dream of a future career, I had to go to college because, of course, my parents would have it no other way. So I explored my different options, and finally, I decided to apply to 5 different schools. And because I didn't know what I wanted to do, I applied for 5 different things: pre-med, pharmacology, engineering, physics, math. To my dismay, I was accepted to all 5 colleges. And then I had to make a decision. At the last moment, I decided, well, I don't want to go away to college. I wanted to stay close to home. And since Hofstra University was the university that was closest and I applied there for engineering, I entered the engineering program at Hofstra. It is a decision that I do not regret to this day. I make enough money that I could afford a chef or a housekeeper, even though now my second love is cooking, and I have the time to clean up after myself. But being an engineer has allowed me to travel. I get to leave New York all the time, maybe too often, and have different experiences, because there's a lot to see outside of New York. None of my days are exactly the same. I am never bored. Each day is different. No 2 days are the same. One day I'm in the lab testing, one day I'm in meetings, one day I'm writing papers. It's really a great job because repetitiveness makes me bored. I've also had the opportunity to further my education, all expenses paid by my company, so that's definitely one benefit. As a way of giving back to my community, I spend a lot of time going to schools and talking to the kids about entering science and math-related fields. I love especially talking to the girls because a lot of them didn't know that women could be engineers. So it's a great experience, even though I spoke to 50 girls last week, and one of them said, oh, well, this engineering thing, it's really nice, but I think it's something my brother would like. You know, it broke my heart. But I also learned that girls are being told by their guidance counselors to pursue fields like history and social sciences and liberal arts because those are the fields that are suitable to women. So my advice when I go to the schools, I tell them 2 things. The first is that it's okay if you don't know what you want to be when you grow up. Because some people have a childhood dream that they work towards, and others are led to their dream by their circumstance. The other thing that I tell them is that girls can be engineers, and I am a living example. sign up Toastmasters.
Thank you. Our second speaker tonight is also